What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Warhammer. I'm coming at you with another video. And when it comes to Warhammer 40k, things have been just all around insane over this past year. Yes, you've had successes such as Space Marines 2 and projects Henry Cavill are working on. But at the same time, you have things like this going on. Games Workshop introduces new female Adeptus Custodes into Warhammer 40k and asserts Custodes can be any gender. This was a massive disaster for Games Workshop, in which they decided to change the lore for the Adeptus Custodes out of the blue, changing them from being a group of nothing more than men and the sons of the noble houses of Terra, and allowing a female Adeptus Custode, which also doesn't really fit within the lore itself, considering Sisters of Silence are supposed to be the female counterparts to the Adeptus Custodes. But it also wasn't just the fact that they changed the lore out of the blue. It was also the fact that when they did this, they decided to gaslight the fans, gaslight the audience, and say that since the first of the 10,000 were created, there have always been female custodians, which was not the case, which was untrue, and it proceeded to show what Games Workshop and Warhammer was currently thinking of its actual fan base. From then on, you had individuals mocking it, making fun of it, because it's a dumb idea. And let's be real honest here, when we saw what the female Adeptus Custode looked like, it was not a sight to behold. But now there's a little bit of a shakeup going on, where a brand new encyclopedia filled with the lore has decided to come out here and omit something from the actual lore itself. And you can see it over here on Fandom Pulse. Warhammer 40k Encyclopedia, the ultimate guide, labels orders of Adeptus Custodes as brotherhoods, pushing back against Games Workshops. And you also have this coming out from That Park Place. Warhammer 40k appears to remove female Adeptus Custodes from canon. Now, you would think that this means that we're winning, this means that we're succeeding, and it's like, you know, you have Grums out here coming out here and posting this stuff. Femstodes are dead. Warhammer 40k walks back female Custodes attempted retcon. Check out the excellent video below. We're winning. But the reality is something else, because we come back over here to John Della Rose. Did some research, and the congratulations on female Custodes removal are too soon. This book is published by DK and not Games Workshop. It's licensed fan work history by a great original designer of Warhammer 40k, but it doesn't impact the current edition. And on top of that, we also had the author of the encyclopedia come out here and say, yeah, female Custodes are still a thing. Warhammer 40k, the ultimate guide author, confirms female Custodes still a part of Warhammer. And when we actually scroll down here to what he ended up saying, it's actually not that shocking to think about. Just confirming, because all the ruckus with the DK book, female Custodes are still a part of Warhammer, correct? Which they shouldn't be, but that's besides the point. Yes, of course they are. Not every miniature is included, and I don't recall exactly, but we may have already finished that section when the series/miniature went public. DK did not have access to pre-release pics. So a lot of people are going around saying like this is a massive win. This is a massive pushback on Games Workshop and everything that's been going. See, there's a civil war going on in Games Workshop. See, well, the thing is, one, it's not really even made by Games Workshop. It's a licensed fan product that's going out there. Doesn't really have an impact on the lore itself. And two, the own author came out here and said, yeah, female Adeptus Custodes are still a thing because we probably made that section before they announced them as a thing. So yeah. And here's the thing, okay? I wouldn't be making this video because it's pretty obvious what was going on here. Even when we come over here to John Della Rose's tweet, at 1:02 p.m. and he's quote tweeting Grums from just a little bit earlier. Like this should have been a non-issue. This should have been a thing that, hey, it's immediately silenced. The info is right there. This isn't going to impact anything. This is a non-thing. And yeah, it'd be nice if Games Workshop did retcon it, but it's already disproven. The reason I'm making this is because people are going around acting like this is already fact, acting as if this is already a thing and that there's this big civil war going on at Games Workshop trying to get rid of the female Adeptus Custodes when there's not. It's not true. It's full-fledged fake news, and there's people going around spreading false hope. And I gotta be honest, I'm sick and tired of that. I would love it if Games Workshop came out here and said, yes, without a shadow of a doubt, there is no such thing as a female Adeptus Custodes. This was a bad idea. We're sorry. Apologize. That would be a great thing. Okay? If they showed reverence to the fans, realized they screwed up, that would have been awesome. But instead, they're not going to do that. At least not right now. They might do it in the future. They might decide to change something else up, but this is a situation that I'm really shocked even got to the position it is, because it was really quick to point out that it's all just a bunch of hooey. Yes, the book itself says that they were a brotherhood, but it was made before the female Adeptus Custodi was even released or made. So before that change even came out, this whole section was already set in stone, and they couldn't go back and change the section. At the end of the day, there's no civil war going on. There's no back and forth trying to remove the Adeptus Custodes right now. It's not happening. And even if this book was trying to say that, yes, there's no female Adeptus Custodes, it wouldn't have an impact on Games Workshop at all because it wasn't even made by Games Workshop. Yeah, it sucks, but we just got to keep moving on, and we'll continue calling out the BS whenever we see it. But until next time, guys, let me get your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video live, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.